Hi everyone, you alright? It's coming Monday morning. Yeah, sorry about the other day. I must have put the same video up twice. Yeah, how is everybody? Well, I'm waiting for the postman to arrive today. Later on, shall we say, and to see what post I get. And I'd like to hear from you lot what's going on, One of the things I did do, I did a message on Facebook, which I don't usually do, and asking about the school where I used to go to, Derby School in Fulwood, if there was a reunion going to happen. But they didn't, they hadn't heard anything. Yeah. Well, I'm just waiting to see if I hear from any of my old school friends like Kevin Burns, Anthony Griffiths, Susan Griffiths, or I'm trying to think, Nicola Hudson, I think it were. Julie McKenzie. Who else was? Calvin South. I'm trying to think who else. Yeah, I'm trying to remember who else. Philip Waring. Philip, it's been a long time, mate. If you're out there, let me know. Oh, because I haven't seen you around for a bit. Yeah, anybody from the Derby School, really. And, yeah. So, I'm waiting to see what happens this week, because I've got a funny feeling I'm going to get some post from a certain organisation, and the major problem is that for what I've been hearing, they've been pretty vicious, unless because if you go to the job centre and you do get the thing, the call in, but the major of things you could do is go in and get booked in with a job coach. I know some people said they're absolutely useless, but give it a go and see what happens. Because if you're already under a job coach, the person, like say if they do a review or something, there's not a lot they can do, because you're already doing something with the job centre. Say you go to job fairs and stuff and you register with them, yeah, there's not a lot they can do, because you're basically looking for work. One of the major things, I'd love to have a job again. then I can go on other things, you know. It would be good. Then again, it might be bad because it might be a shit job. Pardon my French. And one of the major things I'd like to see happen is to see these job coaches and DEAs struggle to find people places. It's like what I said in the last time. There are quite a lot of employers that just do not get it. Just do not get it at all. In what the world of work is, because all they do is stick in an office all day. You know, they've no real shall we thing. Well, I'm trying to get the words together to to put it across. They've no real idea in a lot of cases the world of work. But there are other things, like say, take training for instance, right? The majority of of training companies, right, are, shall we say, not that well equipped for disabled persons, right? And I've been doing a bit of, shall we say, research, shall we say. The majority of the courses that they offer, like they can send you to RNC or Henshaw's with I think it's Loughborough University for the Blind, but you've got to pay for that. Yeah. But majority of them, to get, if you're trying to get somewhere and you do get qualifications, but what are these qualifications worth? You know? And say you're 16, say, and you've just left school, right? What is there for you? You know? Because I know a lot of people who just say they went to RNC, right? They do as many courses as they can. They go to because they have a course person who will arrange, like say if you finish one course, you could basically go to this person and say, I'd like to do something else. Could I do something else whilst I'm here? And the major problem that these job coaches are going to have, you can in some places it's 16 to 24. Some places it's 16 to 26. Once you go over that line, there is basically nothing for you unless you decide to get a lot of debt and go to uni. Yeah, that's when the costs jump up. But not a lot of universities cater for, I better put this right. Yeah, in a lot of cases, they don't have the expertise for going any further than that. And what happens then, they end up at University Loughborough to carry on. But after that, after the age of 24, 25, maybe 26, if you're lucky, you end up paying it yourself. And that's when your student loans and everything sort of thing comes into play. And you end up having to pay that back when you get a job. But what happens if you don't get a job? You still got that debt to pay at the end of it. So, they don't really grasp that at the end. If you can't get anything, it's like what I said in one of my other blogs, that sometimes the work coaches and these people who assess you don't really have the concept of modern work, because a lot of companies now are basically turning round, and instead of employing people, they turn round and we don't need Jimmy anymore. We can turn round and just let him go and put a machine in the place to do his job. But they have to have somebody with the skills, because just in case the machine breaks down. And that's the only time when they have to get somebody. So, I'll most probably go in and see what they have to offer before they call me in. Because, it's not going to be good. And I also hear that there is, when you go to these sort of things, can be a large amount of discrimination going on, because majority of these job fairs are basically set up for the able-bodied, shall we say, and that it's very disheartening when you go to a jobs fair and at the end of it all you don't get anything. You don't get a single response, say a week, 2 weeks, and then you sometimes ring them up and do a follow-up to find out why they haven't responded. Oh, we got somebody for it and that, and so on and so forth. Any excuses that they can come up with. There are a lot of, as I say, there's a lot of employers who don't want us in their working environment. Yeah. So I'm just gonna sit and wait after that. Yeah. It's gone. The other major thing I've just noticed, it's been quiet. It's been absolutely quiet. I think this cold snap has really got to some people, especially the idiots that usually set the fireworks off. Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens later on today, because it's coming up to the early hours of the morning now. I couldn't get to sleep, so I thought I'd do this, do a blog. I am sorry that the blogs haven't been as regular as they should be. Yeah, because my mum's been rattling my cage a little bit to get things done in the house. Well, it's a bungalow actually. So, you know, it's just one of those things I've got to do. Right, I'll see you in the next one. Oh, I'm going to see what Dana has to say today. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. See you in the next one.